Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here. Today, we're diving into the astonishing biology and the truly hidden superpowers of an animal that, well, might literally be sitting on your lap right at this very moment, our everyday feline friends. We're going to break down the science of the house cat, and trust me on this, there is so much more going on with these creatures than just taking long naps and demanding extra treats. If you've spent any time around cats, you can probably relate to the frantic energy of someone shouting, "What? What? Oh no, 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 oh." We pulled this from a viral clip of kittens causing absolute mayhem, and it perfectly captures that unpredictable, hilarious chaos that cats just naturally bring into our lives. You know how it is. One minute they're perfectly still, just staring into space, and the next, they're bouncing off the walls like crazy.
And that chaotic energy brings us directly to our main question for today. What exactly is the secret life of the common house cat? What is really going on inside these small, furry mammals that share our homes and our neighborhoods? Well, today we're going to look under the hood to see exactly what makes our little furry companions tick. The science of the purr. Okay, let's get right into this. Why do cats purr? If I asked you right now, you'd probably say it's because they're happy. And hey, you'd be totally right. When a cat feels safe, secure, and content, like when they're getting chin scratches or eating their favorite dinner, they purr to express pure bliss. Kittens even start purring when they're just days old to bond with their mom. But here is where it gets super fascinating. Purring isn't just a sign of happiness, it's actually a biological multi-tool. Cats use it as a self-soothing mechanism when they're scared, maybe stressed out at the vet, or just not feeling well. They even have a special solicitation purr mixed with a meow, specifically designed for when they're hungry and really want you to feed them.
So how do they actually physically make this continuous humming sound? Well, the magic number here is 25. Cats have these special laryngeal muscles right near their voice box, and these tiny muscles twitch an astonishing 25 times per second. Because of this rapid, continuous muscle movement vibrating their vocal cords, they can purr nonstop. It honestly doesn't matter which way the air is flowing, whether they're breathing in or breathing out, the purr just keeps going. Now, that rapid muscle movement creates a very specific vibration frequency. A cat's purr typically falls right in the range of 25 to 150 hertz. And this isn't just some comforting musical hum. Science actually tells us that this specific frequency range is a proven therapeutic vibration. So the absolutely crucial point is what that frequency actually does. Let's talk about the healing power of the purr. For the cat, that 25 to 150 hertz vibration is essentially a built-in therapy machine. It's been scientifically shown to strengthen their bones, repair their muscles, and significantly reduce pain. It helps them recover from injuries remarkably fast. But here is the what's in it for me factor. When you sit and pet a purring cat, those exact same vibrations benefit you. Studies show that petting a purring cat literally lowers human blood pressure, promotes cardiovascular health, and eases your anxiety. It is a completely natural remedy for the both of you. How cool is that? Section 2. Feline supersources. Let's look at how they spend their time. An adult domesticated cat spends about 14 hours a day sleeping, which leaves them awake for only 10 hours. Why so much sleep? Well, it's highly functional. They're saving up massive amounts of energy, so that when they are awake, they're fully primed and ready for intense playing and hunting. Now, the contrast for a growing kitten is even more staggering because they require so much massive energy for growth, they sleep up to 20 hours a day. That means baby kittens are only awake for 4 hours. Just imagine packing all of your fun, excitement, and wild, chaotic energy into a tiny 4-hour window. Yeah, no wonder they run around like crazy. And during those waking hours, they're relying on this amazing biological toolkit of super senses. They've got powerful night vision. While they can't see in pitch black, they need very, very little light to see what's going on, making them incredible nighttime hunters. Their hearing and smelling senses, far superior to ours. They have these rough tongues that feel almost exactly like sandpaper, which they used for hours a day just to keep their coats impeccably clean. Add in sharp claws that act like perfect little climbing tools and highly sensitive whiskers, and you essentially have a perfectly equipped, highly tuned mini predator living right inside your house. Real quick, before we look at where these mini predators actually come from, there is one fascinating exception to the rule. The Sphinx cat has absolutely no fur, and because of that, its skin is incredibly warm to the touch, since heat escapes its body so easily. Also, take note of the spelling, it's spelled with a Y. This is a really easy way to distinguish the real-life furless pet cat from the mythological sphinx spelled with an I. You know, that pretend creature celebrated in ancient Egypt and Greece?
Section 3. Wild Roots, Domestic Friends.
So, what really separates a giant lion or a tiger from the little house cat curled up on your sofa? Well, it all comes down to throat structure. Big cats, like lions, tigers, and leopards, they feature a flexible hyoid bone. This allows them to roar super loudly to claim territory and warn rivals, but it means they literally cannot purr. They're also, of course, way too big and dangerous to keep as pets. Small cats, on the other hand, which includes house cats, bobcats, and surprisingly even cheetahs, they feature those twitching laryngeal muscles we talked about earlier. This means they can purr for comfort, but they absolutely cannot roar. In the feline world, you get one or the other, roar or purr. There's no in between. Now, even among small domesticated cats, there are vastly different lifestyles. Take feral cats, for instance. Feral cats live completely in the wild, meaning they've always lived outdoors and have never been part of a human home. Because of this, they rely entirely on their natural hunting instincts to survive. They are generally not used to people, and honestly, they'll actively avoid us. But that is completely different from a stray cat. A stray actually used to live in a human home, but was either lost or sadly abandoned. Unlike a feral cat, a stray might still be very comfortable approaching you. Knowing this difference is so crucial, because if you spot a stray that seems comfortable around people, letting a parent, guardian, or animal rescue know could actually help reunite a lost pet with its missing family.
Section 4. Caring for your cat. So, how do we apply all of this biological knowledge to actually support these mini predators at home? First off, their high alert nervous systems mean we should always be gentle and avoid sudden movements. Second, you've got to accommodate that 14-hour sleep cycle with warm, quiet, cozy spaces. Ensure they have optimal fuel, like soft, wet food for growing kittens. And finally, channel those deep-rooted hunting instincts with toys, cardboard boxes, and scratching posts. Keeping their environment enriching and making sure you scoop that litter box regularly is honestly the best way to support their natural behaviors.
Which brings us to our final, lingering thought for this explainer. If a 10-pound house cat sleeping on your sofa can literally heal bones with the frequency of its purr and see perfectly well in the dark, what other incredible, magical secrets are just hiding in plain sight in our very own homes? Thank you so much for joining me today to uncover the science and the superpowers of the house cat. Stay curious, keep learning, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.